Hi junk journalers, it's Laura from Hyper Stamper. Thought I'd try something different today. We have to take advantage of our 3 warm months in Canada, so I'm out in my backyard and I thought I would show you a little sneak peek of the 10 journals that are coming out the week of August 1st. Before they hit YouTube and Etsy, I've noticed when I put them on YouTube they sell quickly, so this is a little sneak peek of what you're going to see next week. First one here is the cover of, I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, Little Women. And this is the 1929 publication. And the cover is just beautiful. It's embossed with beautiful flowers and leaves and design. There we go. And I put on an antique white porcelain handle, and to match that, I added a vintage button and some new lace to give it sort of that Dutch blue and white look. I just love it. I can't wait to fill it. Exciting. Okay, the second one is going to be this book here called The Good Companions, and that is a lovely book from 1932. It's inscribed inside, and I used the CM Bird lithograph of the Man in the Moon, and it is from the early 1920s. Absolutely beautiful on its original mat, and you could lift that off if you wanted to, and if anybody purchases this and wants to lift the lip off, just send me a message and I will tell you how to do that safely. So that's going to be in Etsy soon and up on YouTube. This one here came from an officer's roll book, so it would have been the roll call and attendance for the committees of the Beacon Lodge 1930s, and the dates are on there, and the people's names are on the spine that they did in old pen and ink, and I'm in love with it. This is from an antique doily, and it is stunning. It's crocheted, and I added some vintage chain here, gold tones, and the handle, my favorite part. We believe, my family and I think this is antler, and I added that to there, and we think it's more an Art Deco, so maybe from the 1920s, 1930s. Really a fun book, and just put some piping along the top. So stay tuned for that. That's a taller one. Let me just do a little comparison here. I know I don't put measurements, and I'm going to try to start doing that. I apologize for not doing that, but you can see this is a 6.5 or 7-inch book, and that's a 9-inch book there. Okay. This is my favorite. Somebody asked if I would do a blue and yellow themed one. So here it is. And this just happened naturally because I actually, when I started looking, I thought I do have a lot of blue and yellow. But the best part here, so this is a vintage necklace that I pulled off. There's actually 4 more of those that I'm going to use in the future. And I added some, that's actually vintage lace there. And just some other little trims here. But the best part is this little pocket I made. And it's actually a little card from the 1930s. And look at this. It flips open here. It's all these little kitty cats. It's actually a get well card to an entire family. So I guess the whole family had the flu, or I'm not sure. But I did cover up the get well soon with some antique paper flowers that I made. And I did that because I didn't want the cover of your journal to make you feel like, oh, somebody's sick. So I did cover that part up, but not the insides. Okay, so that one's not going to last long because I might keep it. I mean, it's the colors of the Ukraine, it's the colors of Sweden, it's just the colors of so much happiness. So yeah, this is a fun one. This one is from a vintage dried flower. It was under glass, but the glass was all broken, and the people at the garage sale were throwing it out, and I thought, nope, can't do that, we must save it. So I added it to this cover. And I don't see if you can see, there's a newspaper print back here, and that's from 1899. And I just added some newer lace to make it fun. This one here, believe it or not, is from a 1902 book called Young Readers, Sunday Young Readers. And it is just absolutely fantastic. And it's in like perfect condition. I probably should have sold it just as a print, but it needed to be with other antique friends. I put this vintage chain on it and some lace, and I think it's just stunning, and it's got a tie up here. And that one was from a vintage book called Down North, and here's the jacket from it, which I'm going to incorporate into the journal and make copies out of it. So they will live together forever. And this is, oh, From Here to Eternity. I know. And this is a nice thick one. And I did add some newer trim because I couldn't find any antique lace that would have done this justice. Sorry, I'm looking at my cat over there. And I added this antique drawer pull. Look at that with the wheat on it, and that's brass. I cleaned it up a bit, but tried to leave the old patina on it. I love it. I can't wait to fill that one. And this is not the last of 10, but it's the last of what I have ready to go. You may see on my channel there's a journal cover with a cross stitch of a tulip. This was behind the cotton piece, embroidered piece, and it had seeped into the cardboard behind it. So I kept it because it still looks like the cross-stitch tulip. And I just added some tags here made with antique paper, and that's an antique fabric from a suitcase, and that is that antique crochet doily. It was huge, so I'm getting a lot of use out of that. And I think it's stunning. Isn't that lovely? I even used the edging of the cardboard to make the pocket at the bottom. So I hope you will stay tuned because there's lots coming out this week and I'm very excited. So you can go to, oh, don't forget to subscribe, and go to etsy.com/shop/hyperstamper with a capital H to see all of my dozens of handmade journals. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.